Who knew I would take it to a whole nother level? Who knew I was racing with the heart of a rebel? Shawty one checking for me, mama one checking for me.
What is good? What is good? What is good, guys? Isham C here, and today we're talking about Survivor Series 2015 with a fourth episode of Common Source. We're gonna be talking about predictions and what the outcome might be for the matches and things like that. I know you guys weren't expecting me to come back from this. Y'all must have thought this was like a 3-time thing, or this was a 1-time thing for your boy. But no, this is a thing that we're gonna be doing every single pay-per-view. Okay, now let's get into the match cards. But wait, before we get into match cards, I want to tell you this video is not sponsored by anything, but it's brought to you by 2K16, WWE 2K16. Go out and buy the game. The game is pretty beast. It's an awesome game. Go get it. It's nice and everything like that. We have a couple of ads on our channel, like Gatorade and health ads, so I brought to you that. And a couple of shout outs. I give a shout out for Joseph Nicholas, like I did in my last video. He's dead terrific. Y'all go follow him. He was in a talent show. He does all that. D-Man Gaming goes out for him. He's outstanding. And to the other guy that follows me on Twitter, Smack Talks. Y'all check him out. He's amazing. We love him. Yeah. So the match card for today. I'm not for sure what's on the pre-show. I'm not for sure if there is a pre-show. But so far, we don't have that many matches. But let me get into it. The first match I know. Well, the first match. Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze in a singles match. Second match. WWE Divas Championship match. Charlotte versus Paige. Third match. The tag team match. The Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family. 2 members of the Wyatt family. Fourth match. WWE Championship Tournament semi-final. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Fifth match. WWE Championship Tournament semi-final. Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. And the last match is for the WWE Championship. We don't know who's going to be there. We'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so the first match. Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze. My opinions on this match, I have to go with Tyler Breeze. Just because Tyler Breeze has been on the roll lately. I don't really like them I don't really like Tyler Breeze with Summer Rae because it just reminds me of the dynamic that she was with Dolph Ziggler and Lana and Rusev, which kind of, the storyline kind of messed up when Rusev and Lana, came out and said they were engaged. Kayfabe was real right there. It's like nothing in the WWE is safe anymore. But Tyler has been on a roll. They are looking to make Tyler Breeze the next Dolph Ziggler. I could see that, but I just want to see Tyler Breeze go his own direction. Not necessarily means that he has to be like Dolph. He can be different. I mean, they said Dolph was gonna be the next Shawn Michaels. Maybe, possibly, if they push Dolph Ziggler that way, like make him heel. But everybody's been waiting for this match. Only problem is Summer Rae's, there. If they could just have this match without Summer Rae, it would probably be okay. Because Summer Rae needs to do her own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyler Breeze should have debuted without Summer Rae, But that's my opinions for the match. I believe we might have a pre-show match. Might be a pre-show. I don't know if it's going to be on the main show, the main pay-per-view. But the pre-show might be like something with the Lucha Dragons versus somebody. Maybe New Day. Maybe New Day comes into play. I'm not for sure. But the second match, the match that's been talked about for quite a week, something that's been really crazy, is the Divas Championship match, Charlotte versus Paige. Before we get into this match, as you known Monday, um, Charlotte and Paige had a contract signing. It was the last segment on the Raw, and Charlotte had brought up her brother, and she cried during it, talking about, her brother was the reason she's here, and like Paige kind of said, your brother didn't have that much fight left in him, which was very, very disrespectful and very, sad to hear. I was shocked, like literally when I heard that, I was like, wow, I can't believe Paige said that. I mean, I'm surprised they brought the storyline this far, which to me is like really just so surprising. Like I just couldn't believe they did that. But they had to do what they had to do just for people to get on track with this match. Um, I feel as if they could have done better. They couldn't have. They didn't have to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? But I seen Charlotte crying and stuff made the segment a lot stronger. But a lot of people are saying Paige might come out on top. To me, that's not the case. I feel as if Charlotte will win just because Charlotte has just got the championship. I believe she beat Nikki for it. It's really nothing they can really do with the Divas. I believe that they did that because they want to make the Divas Revolution a lot stronger. So they decided to bring this into a factor so people will start getting into it. Um, Ric Flair's ex-wife had a problem with it. She was very upset and disgusted with the situation in the segment. Ric Flair didn't really have that many comments towards it on his podcast, so that's about that. But Charlotte should possibly win tonight. After I get done, I will probably post my predictions on Twitter, and yeah. But yeah, Charlotte should win. I have no doubt there might be interference. There might be a surprise today for that match. I'm not for sure. Now the next match, this match right here, this match, the only match I'm really excited for until the last pay per view. Not the last pay per view, the last match on the card. But this match is the Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family. Now I'm really excited because this can mean a couple of things. The thing that I want to think that's gonna happen. All right, Kane, Undertaker come out with the old school attire. Like since it's the 25th anniversary of Undertaker's um being in the WWE going in 25th Survivor Series, that has to mean that he has to come back with the old school attire. I'm looking for purple gloves and old school suit. That's just me. Maybe he can come out with the badass attire. Not for sure why he would do that, but maybe he can come out with a little bit of old school. I'm not for sure what he's gonna do, but whatever he does, I hope it's pretty badass. And plus, Kane needs to come out with a different attire. I mean, it was kind of awkward when they returned. Like shit didn't happen. Like I mean, Bray Wyatt took him. The Wyatt family took him, and they grabbed him last pay per view. That was kind of confusing. Like they took him and left. Like I was like, okay, that's weird. But I mean, yeah, it could have worked better. I mean, I was surprised that they just brought him back that fast. But it happens. Maybe they just needed him back. But I'm so excited to see Undertaker, man. Like Undertaker is he's just really a great icon. I mean, I've always liked Undertaker. I used to always love watching SmackDown and knowing Undertaker's gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker's a real idol to me. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot for the company. He's never turned his back on the company. He's never left. He's been so faithful and everything to the company, and he's the only really person that has a say so on what he's gonna do in his career. But I feel as if they're gonna come back with a new attire just for that pay-per-view. Maybe Kane can keep it. Maybe Kane can get a different attire. I'm not for sure what's going on, but I know the Wyatt family's got to come out first because the Brothers of Destruction coming out first is kind of a no-no. But people are saying Strowman and Wyatt are going to be the two people facing them. I think that's not the case. I think the Braun Strowman is going to have his own time in the future. I think they're trying to build him up, but I don't think they're going to try to build him up to the point that he loses to Undertaker and Kane, because I don't think Undertaker and Kane are going to lose today, because they wouldn't have that. It wouldn't make sense to have a 25th anniversary and have Undertaker or Kane lose. I mean, it makes no sense to me, in my honest opinion. If it wasn't the Survivor Series anniversary for Undertaker, then it would be a different story. But yeah, and I think it's gonna be probably Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I don't think they would want to make Bray Wyatt lose again. Like, cause if it's Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, let's say if it was Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, then there would be no fault to Bray Wyatt, cause you couldn't say Bray Wyatt lost this pay per view because he didn't fight this pay per view. So it would be a lot easier to say, you know what I mean? But it's just like that, and I just gotta give it to Kane and Undertaker to win this match, just because they're on a high road right now. I mean, look how they attacked the Wyatt family. Like, it was no big deal. I mean, it was different when it was just one person trying to fight the Wyatts, but now it's just two of them, so they all both can fight the Wyatts, which is a great thing to happen. Um, and I'm happy to see this match. Like, I'm really stoked. I wish this was the main event, but we have a main event, which I can talk about that. Excuse me. But the next match is the WWE Championship Tournament semifinals. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Alright, so this is really predictable. I don't really have to say shit about this. Dean Ambrose will win this match, and we can go from there. Because this tournament is very predictable. I mean, this tournament was really stupid. Like, honestly, I don't know how many. I don't understand why there were so many not good people in the tournament. Like, they had Titus O'Neil, Kalisto. They had people that I knew would not win the tournament. I mean, I knew Kalisto was on a high for a minute, because when he beat Ryback, I was like, holy shit. But then when I think he lost to Alberto Del Rio, I was like, well, I would rather see Kalisto go up than Alberto, because Alberto has a title. He's doing fine. He's doing his thing. He has United States champion, well, Mexican America, whatever his shit. But he's got his own thing. He's doing his own thing. So, why is he in the tournament? You know what I'm saying? They should have put people like Big Show in the tournament, people like Kane or something like that. They need to put some old timers in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Have to tag team people in the tournament. Like New Day was. I think New Day was in the tournament. I'm not for sure. I think they were in there. But yeah, they should have had some new people in there. But yeah, Dean Ambrose is probably gonna win this match, which leads me to the next match, and I'll go back and forth with these matches. WWE Championship Tournament semifinals: Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. Roman Reigns is gonna win this match. I don't see it anyway. So the next match that's gonna happen is going to be the WWE Championship match. Is got to be Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. That's the only outcome they can go, because you don't really want to see Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. You don't really want to see Kevin Owens versus Alberto Del Rio. You really don't want to see Dean Ambrose versus Alberto Del Rio. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that, because in your head you're gonna be like, oh, why would this happen? You know what I'm saying? Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns would probably be one of the big matches that I would be looking forward to, just because Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose haven't fought yet. They haven't fought. They haven't fought in the WWE. They might have fought in FCW, because I knew Roman Reigns was on FCW, and I knew Dean was. Seth was too, because Seth and Dean used to always fight in FCW. So I know they all know how it is to fight each other. But in my only prediction, one of them got to turn heel. It's only one way, man. I'm telling you, there's only one way this can be a good ending of a pay-per-view, is if one of them turn heel. I know they're not gonna go the route for just Roman Reigns winning. That would be a boring ass pay-per-view. This is what they can do. They have a lot of ways to end this shit. Alright, the obvious way to end this shit is have Roman Reigns win the match, shake Dean Ambrose's hand, and get cashed in by Sheamus. That's one way. That is one way. Second, you could have Roman Reigns win, beat Dean Ambrose's ass, and then sign with the Authority. That's the second way. The third way they can have it is Dean Ambrose wins, beat the shit out of Roman, and goes with the Authority. That's the obvious way to go. I mean, but at the same time, Dean and Seth are the only two out of the Shield that has repackaged themselves. Roman hasn't repackaged himself at all. He's been the same person since he left the Shield 2 years ago. Now, like literally, he's been the same person, same attire, same interest music, same interest moves. He's done the same thing since he has been with the Shield. And I feel as if he turns heel, he can change all that. I mean, they're obviously going to be setting up for The Rock versus Triple H, so they could have Roman turn heel, The Rock gets mad, and then start escalating with Triple H, which could lead to some good shit to go on. I mean, wasn't The Rock like he was a babyface? Was he Rocky Maivia, whatever they called him? He was that, and then he's turned heel and he became the people's champion. Like, some people are better off being heels, like not Dolph. Well, I'm trying to think of some people. The Miz. The Miz was face for a little bit, and then when the minute he turned heel, he went straight good. I mean, people started liking him. Some people just need to turn heel to have, to actually get seen. You know what I'm saying? Like Edge did it. Like Edge was a face, and then until he cashed the Money in the Bank in on John, he became a heel. He might have became a heel. He might have got that heel heat when he went with Lita, when he did that to Matt Hardy. I mean, that's another story to talk about. But you know what I'm getting. But the obvious thing right now is Sheamus cashing in. That's really the obvious thing to do. Because you can have Roman win it, and then all of a sudden, boom, Sheamus comes out. Bro kicks both of Dean and Roman. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to see. I don't care who it's gonna be. It can either be Dean or Roman. One of them got to turn heel because one of them needs a push. I mean, Roman, he needs a big. He doesn't need a push, but he needs to repackage his shit. Like I get tired of this shit. Like literally, I don't care you walking down the stairs, but change your damn music, change your damn look. I don't care what you gotta do. Just get your shit to look different. Like you gotta repackage yourself. That's what when you're in a tag team and you get out of that tag team, you repackage yourself. Like when Shawn left the Rockers, he repackaged himself into HBK, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the Showstopper. That's what he repackaged himself. If you're in a tag team, you gotta repackage yourself after it's over. You know what I'm saying? Every tag team that has broken up has repackaged themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of some tag teams. The Miz and Damien Sandow. After they left, well, Damien Sandow repackaged himself, even though he's not really doing shit. But you know what, I get the point. But you know, you just gotta do it. You know, I mean, I'm gonna go straight through the card, tell you all my predictions straight ahead. Okay, all my predictions: Todd Breeze, Charlotte, Brothers Destruction, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and the last one I have no prediction because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. So you're just gonna have to live track me on Twitter talking about it, and I'll respond back. Excuse me. But that's it for Common Source today. Nothing much else to talk about, but make sure you go back to my intro. You like, comment, subscribe. You get my Twitch. You get my Instagram. You get my Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitch because I live stream a lot. So make sure you get that. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Common Source. This was previously going to be canceled because my computer was updating really slow. So I thought I had no chance of doing it because I like to post it earlier. I was planning to do this. I wasn't planning to do it, but I was gonna just straight do it because I know y'all like this. And next year, I'm taking Common Source to a whole new level, possibly getting people on my show and things like that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is episode number 4. Make sure you, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want any more episodes, just tweet me up. Tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'll surely do that next week. If you want one next week, just let me know. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Peace out.